Hello everyone! So it looks like we've gotten through another year on this channel together. Now in the past I've made several videos regarding the state and future of my channel. Now it's time to bring you guys another update. The truth is, lately, really for quite a while now, I haven't really been happy with the state of my channel. Now it's a combination of things, but mostly it just comes down to the fact that most of my content that I'm producing on here, I haven't really been enjoying making. I found that I've been making myself do it, kind of forcing myself a bit. I give myself all these deadlines and quotas to meet, and I end up just putting up lots of little videos so that I feel like I have something here for you guys. And I've noticed that the subscriptions have slowed a bit. Sometimes they increase randomly, but the views have lessened a lot, unfortunately. I'll be the first to admit that my channel was never really that focused. When I started it years ago, it was really just an outlet for my thoughts and creativity. It also acted as sort of a video diary for me to capture moments of time and go over my thoughts if I really needed to. I've always found that sort of thing to be relaxing. I figured, why not give my thoughts on DBZ movies or some graphic novels I read. My first videos weren't scripted or anything. They were just random thoughts I recorded on my way back and forth from class, since I had to commute a little bit the last couple years there. And I didn't have too many friends at the time that really liked anime, so I just put my thoughts up on YouTube. Now, I was inspired by the likes of some content creators like Doug Walker and others, including my future friend, the Anime Hero, to create video reviews on things I liked. I decided to do analysis videos on Dragon Ball characters. It's something that wasn't too common, and to be honest, it still isn't. Eventually, my channel continued to kind of be an outlet for me to share my thoughts creatively and to discuss movies, comics, and anime with my friends, both on YouTube and in my personal life. The point is, somewhere along the way, I kind of began to struggle with it. I think part of the problem was that I took my channel maybe a bit too seriously. I began to think of it as a possible career rather than just a hobby. I tried a Patreon as well, but there hasn't been as much feedback. I had a few people that supported me still, but not many. I also made a website which ended up costing more to host than it was worth, so I had to kind of downgrade it. These things proved to be a bit discouraging, to be honest. To be fair though, I think I just tried to take on too much too quickly. You see, I wanted to produce better content. However, I often felt hindered by the YouTube copyright system and therefore the limit of footage I could use. So I'd end up spending hours watching a show, writing a script, and recording it, only to have it potentially blocked on my channel or given a strike. I did upload a number of those videos to my site, which I think you can check out most of them, but I think that's mostly kind of limited my audience because it's kind of creating an extra step. Though, to be honest with you, the problem was a combination of fear and, well, laziness on my part. The truth is, I wanted to use footage since it made things easier to edit. Not because I thought subscribers necessarily liked it more. I mean, I thought they did at first, but it seems like my most popular videos were slideshows anyway. So footage obviously wasn't the answer. I was also afraid of copyright and didn't want to have to fight for every video with footage. Or, the potential to just lose my channel completely. This all comes back to my initial point. A combination of taking my art too seriously and just kind of losing my passion for it. The moment this channel started to feel more like work, the moment it began to add feelings of anxiety and depression about it. Now let's move up to this past year. Now this year saw major changes in my life that have been positive mostly. I started a new fulfilling relationship that has been going very well. Also, over the summer, I finally moved into my own place. That's why I went through a brief hiatus on the channel. I didn't upload that much for a month or two. There just was too much going on. Lately, I've had to focus more on my relationship and on other things. At the same time, I've been trying to keep the channel going. However, I haven't really utilized my time that well. I just don't usually have the energy or the interest. I don't go to the movies as often as I used to, mostly due to time and money, although I still do have a passion for film. I also don't have as much time or interest in reading comics, although I did read a recent Superman one that was pretty good, actually. Perhaps the most daunting truth is that my channel has mostly been an anime-based channel, and lately, I also just haven't had that much interest in many of the new series that have been coming out. The only show that I was keeping up with consistently for a while was Dragon Ball Super, and I lost an interest in that a while ago for other reasons. So over the past year or so, I really leaned on my friends more for support, and they have done a great deal for me when it comes to this channel. I wanted to make podcasts a more common thing, but mostly, once again, because I basically didn't have to edit them, which is kind of a joke they've made over the years. I've been using the podcast as my primary content for most of the past year with mixed results. I also tried to split the difference by bringing my friends into the channel more since I don't hang with them as much as I used to. They're all starting to get busier as time goes on as well. I did enjoy doing the podcast typically, but it's become kind of apparent that I feel like I can't do them by myself because I haven't kept up with shows or anything else much of late. Although I am glad that I've been able to post pretty consistently with the podcast at least. But they shouldn't be my primary thing, unless I enjoy doing it. The truth is that things change. My other podcast, Film Fanatics, had to end earlier too, with both my co-hosts and I just getting too busy to do it. I still try to have them on when I can, but we all have obligations. And that's okay. If I don't upload as much on this channel, that's okay. If I decide to experiment with different types of videos on different topics, that's okay too. It's my channel. If I decide to never upload another video on here or delete this channel one day, that's also okay, although that probably won't happen. One thing that's also helped me with this realization was when I looked over my analytics, because I sometimes do that, and I saw that most of my subscribers are my age and probably don't have as much time to listen to me talk about random geeky stuff for 2 hours. Most of my subscribers probably don't care much what I do right now, and the ones that really do will understand. And I will get content to you guys when I can. It's just that it might be time to step back a bit and reflect on some things. All that stuff being said, it might seem like not the most positive outlook for my channel, but that's not really the case anymore, as I'll be looking at my channel from a completely new angle. I'm not going to hold myself to any real strict deadlines or meet any quotas at the moment. I end up creating more content than I can handle. So I'd like to try a few different types of videos and just see how they do. If the response is positive, or more importantly, if I enjoy creating them, they may become more consistent things for 2018 and the years to come. I've really been wanting to go back and watch some of the shows that I grew up on and do a more in-depth retrospectives. These won't be so much reviews, but rather an exploration of why I like these shows and how they shaped me as a person. I also have been toying at tackling what episodes of shows are considered the worst or best. I would like to watch the episode, give a brief reaction to it, followed by a review of sorts. I'm thinking about doing something similar with movies as well. My third project, and the biggest one I'd like to tackle, would be to just do really in-depth movie reviews and analysis of my favorite films. I feel like these would probably be monthly or quarterly, depending on how much time I could put into them. I'll probably do one of each of these and see how I feel. I will also probably do random movie reviews with friends from time to time, and I might keep the podcast going on pretty consistently too, though I may have to reevaluate how I do them. I also kind of want to try more Let's Plays, but that would be more of a side thing since I'm not a hardcore gamer. Lately, I've also been working on more projects that I will be uploading onto here soon. I've been working on more music and even another film with my friends. My passion is creative stuff, so there may be more short films, skits, poetry, and other stuff on here, or on my other channel. I want my main content to be better than it's ever been, but that means that I might have to bring in more quality than quantity. I might put up random videos in the meantime, or maybe not. If you like my content, feel free to stick around and hopefully you'll like what you see in the coming year. I'd like my channel to grow, so I encourage you to spread the videos around if you like them. If you don't like the direction my channel is going, as far as the focus or consistency of content, I'll understand if you don't stick around. I just want to get back to rediscovering my passion for things that I talk about and make content that I really want to make and feel good about. Basically, MerlinTheMighty will still be around. I'm just not entirely sure what he's doing just yet. But I hope you guys stick around to see. Once again, to all my subscribers, thank you for all your continued support. Until the next video, I'll see you all around. Remember, stay magical.